So you guys did a nice set. Thank you very,
Well,
very much
thanks.
for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
One of your members is currently missing, but I'll pretend. Okay, so we'll role play, right?
Okay.
You tell me what your name is and what instrument you play in the band, and then I'll start. I'll start.
Okay.
My name is Matt Childers, and I play the bass and also sometimes the piano and also sometimes the drums.
Awesome. My name's Garrett, and I play the piano, acoustic guitar, and I sing.
My name is Michael, and I play the drums. And
you speak louder?
Sorry. Drums and bass, Michael.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. So let's see here. I was having this conversation a little bit earlier here. No, you don't have to go anymore.
Later, don't worry.
Anyway, sorry. I was having this conversation a little bit earlier with you guys in the studio, but you have some interesting equipment going on. So can I ask you about your gear? Like, do a gear breakdown for us. What you're playing when you're playing in there.
Well, the main thing on the stage is always the I think it's 180 pounds times 2 because it breaks down into halves. But we have a Yamaha CP70, and it's a piano. It's an actual hammers and strings kind of piano, but they made it portable back in the 70s. And we refer to it as, Beauty and the Beast, because it's a beauty when you play it, but it is an absolute beast when you have to haul it around to shows and gigs.
Where did you find something like that, Ed? Did you buy it like secondhand? Was it like one of those weird antiquing?
We actually found it. We found it at Woodsy's, which is a place down in Kent, and they were the only ones for the state of Ohio that really had one for sale. And we found out after we bought it that it was
Willie Nelson's tour piano.
Yeah, Willie Nelson's tour piano.
That's
like no joke.
No joke. Willie Nelson's tour piano.
Wow.
He probably played like Crazy on it. He probably played Stardust. Like all the hits were probably played on that exact piano.
Do you sort of feel like blessed now? Like there's some sort of divine intervention that's like hovering over the modern electric? Or?
That's why we carry it through rain, sleet, and snow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why we don't give it up for a little tiny tyke keyboard that weighs 20 pounds.
Do you guys have any other interesting equipment that you use, or any shout-outs to your gear, I guess?
Actually, there's a piece of equipment that we don't use yet, but we're going to be using fairly soon. We've just fabricated a bass drum out of an old TV, and that's going to be the bass drum. And we have a trigger, and we have a pedal and everything, so we can get different sounds out of it. But we're going to be doing that fairly soon.
Did you guys made that, or was that?
Yeah, we built it. We're putting just electronic kick inside an old. It's one of those old TV consoles that you see in all like the 50s pictures, like the big furniture looking ones. And our goal is to make our stage set to look like a living room, warm, inviting. That's why we have the lamps. We bring lamps on stage, and it sets a nice mood. So the TV will really round that out.
I know you guys have played some really interesting shows in the past. Do you have any shows coming up where people can see you play around Cleveland?
Absolutely. The first one, it's right next door down in Akron at the Musica. We're playing January 27th with a group of guys called Bethesda. They're pretty cool. They're from Ohio too, and we're going to be playing, I think, around 9 o'clock if you want to head down there if you're so inclined. And then the next time we're playing is here in Cleveland at the Bright Winterfest, which was a blast last year, and I can only imagine it's getting better this year.
Luckily, we'll be playing indoors this time.
Yeah, indoors.
Actually, it was really fun playing outdoors last year.
It
was. We were thinking it was going to be so bad, but
yeah, it turned out all right.
It's a strange experience,
Half the stages are in and out.
I've seen photographs and footage from the show last year, and it was awesome. It looked like it was amazing. I wasn't there because that was the day of my birthday party. But it looked great, and I've heard a lot of really good things about this year's Bright Winter Festival. So yeah, you guys are definitely in for a treat if you find yourself on West 25th and in Ohio City on February 17th.
18th
at the Garage Bar.
Yeah, we're playing the Garage Bar as our stage.
Oh,
so.
Cool.
I think we go on at 10 p.m. actually.
10 p.m.
too.
is true.
So
that's fun.
Good
I
time
will be
slot,
there.
good bar. It's going to be a blast.
I think it's a really great event for Cleveland that we're doing something creative with our space down there, instead of just letting it be vacant.
I like their move this year too. I'm like all for it. So
Under the Bridge was cool, but this is much cooler.
Mm-hmm. And warmer.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you guys were talking about how you guys don't put out albums that often, and the last album got some pretty great accolades here in Cleveland, at least. You were voted the best alternative album.
Just best album of
best
2011.
album
of the year.
And I always get this wrong. I've said like 10 different things, but so best album of the year by Scene Magazine last year, correct?
Right.
So are we going to see any new albums out from you soon?
We we did release a single over the holidays called Northcoast Christmas. That was our latest.
I played that.
Yeah, we're
Good.
really glad you did because
I almost wanted you to do it just so I could sing along, and it would be really embarrassing for me and everyone that knows me.
Yeah, we whip it out twice a year. We're going to be playing it again, Christmas in July, so look forward to that.
Oh yeah.
But for our next release, I mean, we have a lot of material written for it and a lot of stuff that we're really excited about. It's definitely going to go in the direction of we're going to put more soul into it. So it'll be the same cinematic pop that was on the first album with just a hint of soul and yeah. But we like I said, take forever to record. We're just such perfectionists and we want it exactly how we want it. So it'll probably happen in 2012 because the world's ending December 20th. We gotta get it out before then.
You got 12 months about.
Oh, funny thing about that, actually, there's a song on it called All We Have Is Now, and it's really written, geared about that whole 2012 end of the world thing. So let's record it quick and then make it the official song of the end of the world.
That sounds great.
Like
We should do it.
Let's see here. So you had been recording yourselves, correct? So not only are you playing all of your instruments perfectly and trying to get everything down to a T, but you also were recording yourselves under the moniker the Cleveland Press, correct?
Yeah.
So is this album expected out on that self-label, or are you going somewhere else for this?
No, yeah. The Cleveland Press is what we've come to call our studio and our practice space, and we're gonna keep pressing away at it. We just keep updating equipment and getting better at learning how to record, mix, and master. And the studio we actually put an addition to, so we're gonna have this nice wood room. We're really excited about.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun. So
Does that double as a sauna?
It should. It absolutely should.
Giant grill in there.
Yeah, but so it'll still be on Cleveland Press, us doing it, all the behind the scenes work as well.
Great.
And then in the future, if people want to hear this album, where should they go?
Well, they should, if they want to, go to themodernelectric.com.
Or iTunes, Rhapsody, Amazon. We're on all of them.
Oh yeah, all the big names.
But you should buy a physical copy because me and Garrett.
You should.
Oh,
You could if you wanted to.
If
If you wanted to support local artists and people who are creatively minded, I feel
Just keep saying
personally, I feel personally, like it's a good thing to support artists.
Yeah, good.
I agree, but whatever anyone feels inclined
Should
to
we
do.
do a disclaimer? I can't even tell.
No, I don't even
I think
care
it's
actually.
fine.
So no, that's awesome. Very, very cool.